Now at 6 o'clock, honoring Deputy Justin DeRozier. A memorial takes place today for the husband and father who lost his life in the line of duty.
We feel your hearts, prayers, and goodness surrounding us, and it gives us great comfort.
We'll bring you all the details on the procession for Deputy DeRozier that covers 2 states today, plus the outpouring of support from his local community. Also this morning, we're going in focus, talking TEDx Portland. We'll hear from the woman who coaches TEDx speakers as she shares some of her top tips. Plus, if you like donuts and you like free, Nola Donuts in the Pearl District has a sweet deal for you today. And there was one other thing I wanted to mention. What the heck was it? Oh yeah, Blazers.
Working it down to 2-1, a deep three.
Oh! What?
Blazers win the series, a walk-off three from Lillard.
Are you kidding me? Dame Time shows up on time at the buzzer last night at the Moda Center. We're celebrating one of the greatest shots in Blazers history. All right, maybe that's just my opinion, but this, I promise you, is fact. The 6 o'clock hour of KGW News at Sunrise starts right now.
Yes, good morning, Rip City. And yeah, we start with a live look at the Moda Center that was rocking last night. We're going to have much more on the Blazers' victory coming up, along with reaction from around the league. Lots of people fueling up with coffee this morning.
Yes, you were up super late.
Yeah, I got like
game.
2 hours sleep, and it was so worth it.
I'm telling you, I see those highlights, I get goosebumps all over again.
How can you not?
Yeah, you can't.
From like 50 feet away, just
Burying that shot.
37, but who's counting?
Yeah.
Okay, you also have some good news for us, Rodney.
Yeah, beautiful day today. We pretty much are in the process of clearing out all of the low cloud areas right now, and this goes on to be a gorgeous sunny Wednesday. So at the bus stop we go, plenty of sunshine, mid-40s out the door this morning at 8 o'clock. 60 at noon and up to 66 when the kids get out of school. We may see the high today get up to about 68. I want to point out we have a 37 in Hillsboro right now, a 39 up in Scappoose. So there is a bit of a chill. Here's Chris.
And we do have a little trouble on the rails this morning as well. For folks that use West service disrupted right now because of some police activity in Tigard. TriMet telling us that they're using shuttle buses right now to serve stops between Tigard and Beaverton Transit Center, so you can expect some delays there. The freeway drive's starting to bunch up a little bit more. There's a live look, I-5 South at the Interstate Bridge, normal stuff there. Guys, no unexpected freeway delays just yet.
Thank you, Chris.
Everybody's grieving, but we're pulling together, and Wednesday is, obviously going to be a time of sharing and really coming together as a family.
Today, thousands of people are saying goodbye to Cowlitz County Deputy Justin DeRozier. His family, law enforcement officers around the country, and community members will pay their respects during a day dedicated to the man who made the ultimate sacrifice. Now, it all begins with a procession at 10:20 this morning, escorting the DeRozier family to the memorial. The route starts in Longview at the Cowlitz County Fairgrounds. Everyone is asked to be in place along that route by 10 a.m. The procession will loop around 7th and 3rd Avenues in Longview before heading south down I-5 to the University of Portland. That's where the memorial service will take place in the Childs Center at 1 p.m. Tim Gordon is live in Longview this morning with more on the details of today's procession. Tim.
Well, Brenda, people will gather here at the Cowlitz County Fairgrounds. The procession itself will include officers in 150 vehicles. They will surround the hearse carrying Deputy Justin DeRozier to his memorial service down in Portland. Now, the official procession is done in a very specific way to create order and show respect for a fallen officer. In this case, it is for the 29-year-old Cowlitz County deputy shot in the line of duty a week and a half ago. Justin DeRozier leaves behind a grieving family, including his wife and 5-month-old daughter, Lily. The families expressed great appreciation for all the support they're receiving, and that support continues today.
We lost an officer, which is a big loss for us with the family. They lost a son, a husband, and a father, and that's a real tragedy and the loss here.
When DeRozier's body was escorted up from Vancouver to Longview last week, the procession had people gathering on overpasses to pay their respects. We expect a lot of that happening during today's procession as well. Now, students will also be able to pay their respects today. The Kelso School District canceled classes so that they can attend the service as well. And flags at half-staff in Oregon as well. Governor Kate Brown ordered all flags at half-staff for the entire day today for Deputy DeRozier. Guys, back to you in Portland.
Thank you, Tim. And we will be following this story throughout the morning here on Sunrise. And coming up in our next half hour, Christine Pitawanich joins us live from the University of Portland with more on the memorial and also an update on the fundraising efforts for the DeRozier family.
Okay, time now for your morning rush, and we start in Sri Lanka, where people are remembering those who died after the Easter Sunday bombings. Official day of mourning. 321 people are known to have died from the series of explosions targeting churches and hotels. At least 4 Americans are among the dead. Officials say those attacks were done in retaliation for last month's mosque attacks in New Zealand. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is in Russia this morning for talks with Vladimir Putin. Kim's trip comes about 2 months after his second summit with President Trump failed over a sanctions dispute. The Treasury Department failed to meet yesterday's deadline to release President Trump's tax returns. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin says he will not turn over the documents Congress requested. He says his department will offer a final decision on the matter May 6th. And that's your morning rush.
Lillard with 47 tonight. Working it down to 2-1. A deep three. Oh! What? Blazers win the series. A walk-off three from Lillard.
All right. That's I believe that's the 96th time I've seen that shot. Still love it. Still smile every time. A great player delivered his greatest performance last night. Damian Lillard dropping 50 on the Thunder and winning it at the buzzer. Now, I wish I was in the crowd. I wish I was right about there to see that game-winning shot. Unfortunately, I was in my bed falling asleep, but I did see it, and Orlando Sanchez saw it too. He was actually at the arena along with 20,000 other die-hard Blazers fans who will never forget the night they saw Dame silence the Thunder.
Good morning, everyone. It was a legendary night here at the Moda Center, a night that most people will ask and remember where they were when Damian Lillard hit the shot at the buzzer to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. It was an all-time performance for the Portland Trail Blazers. Damian Lillard drops 50 points and a 37-foot three-pointer to win the game, and they are moving on to the second round of the playoffs. Take a look around. Playoff basketball in Rip City. There's nothing like it. The Moda Center, filled to the top. At times, it was deafening. Al-Farouq Aminu giving the people what they want. The Chief has arrived. The Thunder playing like their season was on the line. Paul George cooking early, made his first 6 shots of the game. Thunder up by as much as 10. And that's when it turned into the Damian Lillard show. He put the Blazers on his back, setting the franchise record for most points in a playoff game with 50. Oklahoma City could not stop him, knocking down the most three-pointers in a playoff game in team history, breaking his own record. Lillard went to the bench for the first time in the fourth quarter, and that's when OKC took over. Russell Westbrook, Dennis Schroeder leading the charge. Thunder up by as much as 15, but Portland refused to lose. You know what time it is. Lillard from the logo at the buzzer. Blazers win. 118-115, goosebumps. The Blazers knock out the Thunder. It is on to the second round.
It was a great feeling, you know. When it left my hands, it felt good. I felt good about it, and the last 5 or 6 minutes of the game, I just kept telling myself, like, for us to get this game, we was gonna have to really, really dig, you know, to come out on top. So. The fact that I kept telling myself that, and then we came out on top and the shot went in, I was like, man, it really happened. You know, we really dug and poured it out. So it was a great feeling.
And I play with an amazing players, but Dame is definitely number one.
The legend grows.
And in a moment that no one on that Blazers roster saw coming, Jusuf Nurkic makes his way down to the Moda Center with about 3 minutes left in the game. It helped ignite their furious comeback in the fourth quarter. Enes Kanter called Jusuf Nurkic their inspiration. And now the Blazers are moving on to the second round of the playoffs for the 12th time in franchise history. They'll meet the winner of the Denver Nuggets and the San Antonio Spurs. That's going to do it for your morning look at sports. Have a great day.
We are loving the fan reaction on Twitter, but let's share some Blazers tweets. We're talking about the players themselves. CJ giving Dame love on Twitter. He said, man, craziest game I've ever been a part of. Cold-blooded. Here comes some more player speak. Logo tray from 40 feet for 50 piece. And a series clincher. Basically, he loved his long-distance shot to win it at the end.
Okay.
Wow. Jusuf Nurkic retweeted a video of Lillard with the caption, my point guard. And Enes Kanter, you saw him all bandaged up there. He's barely holding on to his shoulder. He says, are you freaking kidding me? Tons of fans joining the conversation as well. We're going to have your tweets coming up here at 6:30.
And tickets go on sale
at noon today.
Okay.
For the second round.
Yeah.